All right, good afternoon. This is going to be our introduction to a lesson on matrices. So, wish I was here in person, but we will go over questions in person when I get back. So, this is what I want you to learn, these 4 bullets. So, what is a matrix? Let's define a matrix. I want you to be able to add and subtract 2 matrices together. So, matrices is the plural for matrix. I want you to be able to multiply a matrix by a scalar. We'll talk about what a scalar is. And I want you to be able to multiply 2 matrices together. So out of all of those things, the first few will be pretty straightforward, but multiplying matrices together will be something that may take a minute to figure out. So let me get right away started into defining it. So a matrix is just a way of organizing numbers together. So we would say it's a rectangular array of numbers. Now it could just be variables as well, so data. So if you think about systems of equations that we've been doing, where you've had, say, 3x plus 4y equals 12 and 10x minus 2y equals 3, something like that. If I were to just focus in on the numbers and say the number of x's were 3 and 10, and the number of y's were 4 and negative 2, and the solutions were 12 and 3. That rectangular way of organizing the data is a matrix. Now the matrix has 2 rows and it has 3 columns. All right, so we would give the size of it like this. It's a 2 by 3 matrix. And so the bigger the data set, the more rows and more columns, the larger the matrix. Okay, so matrices can come in lots of different sizes, but any time that you arrange them, their rows and columns has something to do with what that data means. So our first column here is representing the number of x's. Our second column is representing our number of y's, and our third column is representing the solutions. The first and second row represent separate equations. So that's all a matrix is. It's a way of organizing data into a rectangular array. And we'll use them to solve systems of equations, but not today. We're just kind of introducing what is a matrix. So that's part 1. Now I'm going to talk about how to add and subtract 2 matrices next.